Gaffer, it's been a couple of weeks since we last spoke. How's it been here at Bradbury End?
Well, we've had 2 weeks, obviously, without a game, and we've been able to work on the grass with things that we felt like we needed to improve on. Always difficult when you don't have games because you're trying to, continue momentum or rebuild, however that looks. But when you're training, you're just constantly working on the grass. But we've managed to get good work in. The players have worked extremely hard, which we needed to in terms of just getting our focus back again and getting back the way that we play. So feels like a long time, and we've watched games over the past few weeks. So we've tried to be as productive as we can do, and now we're going back into a 3-game week, which is a really important week for us.
And I'm sure the build up to this game, you've had plenty of time to think about it, analyse what we need to do to get a positive result, and I assume the players are chomping up at the bit to get ready.
Yeah, listen, I think that we go back to Reading, and the start wasn't anywhere near where we wanted to be at in terms of the first half, but football, if anything, over the past few weeks has taught us that this league is extremely tough in terms of there's no real runaway leader. I think even the game last night, you see Peterborough, against Stockport, you have no divine right to beat anyone. You have to turn up and be at your best every game to stand a chance of winning games. So I think for us, it was a bit of a reset in terms of realising where we've got to and how well we've done to get to where we are and the points we've got already, but also just reevaluating where we were for over the past couple of games and making sure that we just iron out little pieces of work that we can improve on. I think that football's about moments, and you can play poorly and win, you can play brilliantly and lose, but there's moments in games that I feel at the start of the season and when we were on that run, we took those moments, and I think that go back to Reading, there's a big moment that we don't take, and then all of a sudden it ends up in being a loss. So we have to just get back to being us and focusing on each game on its own, focusing on us as a team, what it takes for us to win. We've missed out on these games over the past couple of weeks. We're still in a fantastic position to go on and have real success this year, but we've got to earn it. We've got to earn it, and we've got to treat every game on its own individual merit and make sure that each game we pick a team, we pick a squad that we feel can affect that game. And I think that over the past couple of weeks, I think being top of the league, you get lost in that sometimes a little bit, that you just want to remain top. You want to keep driving to be top. That's everybody's aim at the moment, who's up there, and we just have to concentrate on us and making sure that we put in our type of performance and our team performance. That's individually, that's collectively, all the things that have got us results over the past few months. We just have to make sure that we get back to that.
And with the time you've had to look at games, both yourselves and to look at Doncaster games, what have you learnt from Saturday's opposition?
Well, Donny are a team that's got a manager that knows this league, been promoted out of this league. They play a really good style of football. I think that their performances probably haven't got the results at times that they've deserved. So it's a tough challenge, a tough game. I think they're on a run that they'll be disappointed with in terms of wins, but like I said, that their performances have probably deserved more. But yeah, they're a young team. They're a team that moved the ball exceptionally well. They've got good rotations in throughout the pitch, so we have to make sure that we're extremely organised first and foremost to make sure that we deal with that, and then obviously after that we have to play our game. So no game is easy. We've seen it again. Everybody would have seen the results over the past. There isn't a result you can pick most weeks now in this league. So for us, it's just remaining focused on what we're about and making sure that we turn up at home, especially after our last home game, making sure we turn up, deliver our type of performance, deliver our energy, our intensity, and then the result will take care of itself. But as long as you step off the pitch knowing that we've delivered that, then we can all walk away and go, we're back to where we need to be.
And because of this extended break we've had, has that seen a reduction in amount of bodies in the physio room? Has it helped people get back to full fitness?
Yes, yeah, we've used the opportunity to get those guys that have kind of were just short probably for Reading. They're back, which is great for us as a squad. We're going to have players obviously missing out because of the depth that we've got now, but the training and the togetherness and that spirit is there, and that competition is there absolutely every day, which drives people on. And I think that we've managed to play a game which is great during that time, which has given us that challenge of that physical challenge of a game to make sure that we're not short. And training over the past couple of days has been really competitive, which is what you need, because when you don't have games, it's easy to lose that competitiveness because it is training. But the players have made sure that's there for everyone to see. And like I say, we've used this time to try and develop, try and improve. Obviously, games and results dictate that, whether it's been worked or not. But we'll just continue to keep striving to deliver performances for the football club and the players and get the best out of each individual. And if we do that, then hopefully we get back to winning ways.
Can we expect to see the international players returning into the mix?
Well, we will be without Dan Phillips, because Dan Phillips unfortunately didn't return till too late, really. It's such a long trip for him that we've learnt from the past with Dan that it takes him a little bit of time just to get over. He'll be desperate to involve, but it does affect him. Obviously, Reedy's been back for a few days now, which has been good to have him back. Lewis Orford's been here a week, which is good to get work with him. But like I say, the squad's in really good place, and now it's about delivering a performance tomorrow.
Thank you, Revs.